What is up, guys? My name is Tyler and welcome to Season 2, Episode number 9 of my FIFA 16 Olympique Marseille career mode. We're going to go ahead and start off this episode with a bit of training, and while we do so, if you guys can go ahead and drop a like for me, that would be absolutely awesome. 100 likes is going to be the goal for this episode, because hopefully the thumbnail and the title gives away what we are going to be doing today. It's going to be a big episode, or at least I hope it's going to be 3 Fs, really? That's not great, guys. RES actually went up to a 79 in a previous session that I did off screen so that we could get into January. What we're going to be doing today, as I've said over the last few episodes, there's one player I want to bring into the team and one player only. If we head over into our shortlist, we can see who that player is. LOＩC RÉMY. He's worth 25.5 million. We'll probably be able to get him for less than that considering he's 29 years of age. He's 81 overall though. Look at how great he is. Of course, everyone knows how good LOIC RÉMY is. 89 pace, 89 sprint, 89 pace, 89 acceleration, 89 sprint speed, 90 jumping, 72 strength. He's just amazing. 83 finishing to go along with that pace is phenomenal, and I want to bring him back to Marseille. So that is the goal in today's episode. But before we try to go ahead and get him into the team, we have a few things to look at in our inbox. So, 2 players returning from loan. Maxime Lopez, who's actually gone up to a 65 overall. He'll be a bit of a backup guy for us. Not too bad now. We'll probably send him back out on loan if we can. And then Jérémy Saint-Clément will probably leave the club as well. They both return from their short loan spells. We get a youth squad monthly report now. You guys are already noticing we have a contract accepted. One of our youth players decided to leave our youth academy, so I had to sign him on a permanent deal before he left to a different team. This is everyone else and how they look come the start of this month though. Anyone that's gone down, yeah, Johan Oliero, 73 to 81 potential, still good enough in my opinion. I mean, he'll get in between that, which means he'll get, you know, probably a 75 or 76 overall and hit that. That's actually not good enough. Never mind. Bye, Johan. I kind of regret doing that, but we don't need him anyway. This is the final season of the series, at least for maybe a few months. We might bring it back for season 3, so we don't really need him anyway. But the only other thing we have to look at is player conversations. Abou Diaby wants to leave. Mario Lamina is happy with his game time. So what we're going to try to do is offload Abou Diaby and bring in LOIC RÉMY. Let's see if we can do it. Here is the first offer I'm going to send over. 14 million euros in Abou Diaby. It might be enough, it might not. Hopefully they counter offer with something in between 14 million and 25 million, because 25 is frankly too much. Let's see what they say. So we get 2 things back. First off, the board say we need to either loan out Abou Diaby or play him in our first team, and Chelsea are not interested in Abou Diaby. So what we're gonna have to do is change this up. I really don't want to be spending too much money on LOIC RÉMY. I'd rather offload a player that we're not gonna be using. But unfortunately, in our team, we're gonna be using most of these players. Like, the only ones I can think of that I'd get rid of is maybe Alessandrini, but he starts in our second team. He's now up to a 78 overall as well. So I want to keep him. Leica I want to keep. Like, seriously, Abou Diaby's the only one I want to get rid of, and he doesn't want to leave the club. So I'm not really sure what to do at this point. We could maybe give up Diafra Sacco. 5 million on his valuation. We might be able to offload him. He really hasn't been great since joining the club. He hasn't been bad either. He's been a decent backup. But maybe we'll do that. Let's offer him. Let's offer him and see what they say. 14 million plus Diafra Sacco. Let's see if it's accepted. It is accepted. 14 million plus Diafra Sacco. I kind of think I spent a little bit too much on that. That means that deal was worth 19 million euros. It does get us a striker off the board, to be fair. It gives them a striker. That's probably why they were a bit more interested in it. And I kind of am sad to see Diafra Sacco go. But as this is the final season, it would be nice to have a great backup striker in LOIC RÉMY. And he might even join our first team, with Batshuayi moving to the backup spot into the second team. 2 years, 120,000 euros is what he wants in his contract. Let's go ahead and offer him that. He's a squad rotation player currently, and he would be an important first team player. I mean, I do play my second team enough as is to the point where he would be an important player, so we might as well do that. Mexico wants us to coach them. We're not going to be doing that. Benjamin Mendy, he's flipped so many times on what he wants to do. He either wants to leave, stay, leave, stay, leave, stay. Now he's at the point where he doesn't know. Yeah, I don't know what you want to do either. It's kind of bugging me, though, that you won't make up your minds. We're going to be coming up against Montpellier for this game. They do sit in 19th, so we're going to go ahead and simulate. I know a lot of you guys don't like simulations, but I want to get LOIC RÉMY in before we play our next game, because I just love LOIC RÉMY. You know what? Let's pan over into real life. I'm going to show you guys some footage from my phone. So here we are on my phone. This is where I left you guys off on screen. Here's my mic, my pop filter, my Elgato, my audio recording in the background, but we're gonna go ahead and pan over this way Yeah, I do have 3 LOＩC RÉMY kits. I love to get his Chelsea one, but Chelsea aren't really my favorite of clubs. I have his QPR kit, his French kit, and his Newcastle kit, of course. I love LOIC RÉMY, and I can't wait to sign him in this career mode. So, yeah, I can't wait to get him into this career mode, but we're going to go ahead and simulate our next game of the episode. Coming up against Montpellier, Sacco scoring in the 6th minute. We'll skip once we hit the 40th. We're ahead 2-0 already. We finish off 4-0, the final score. Easy win. That's going to help us in the league. Now we actually get a transfer offer in for Benjamin Mendy. He says he doesn't really know what to do yet, if he wants to leave the club or stay. But there's one thing for certain, 5.5 million euros is not enough. It's nowhere near enough in my opinion. I want at least 10 million, so I'm going to counter offer 12. And we'll see what they say. He has a good backup left back to have, so I don't really want to lose him necessarily. Other than that, is there anything else we need to look at? Player conversations. Bryce Samba wants to be played a bit more. I'm sorry, but you're the backup. Mandanda's better than you, so I don't really need to be playing you. But we're going to go ahead and get into a training session now. Can we at least get an A? Like, I haven't seen an A in training in so long. Can we get one finally? No, we get 4 Ds and a B. Luca Dean getting closer and closer to that 79. Contract offer accepted. LOIC RÉMY, welcome back to Marseille. Boy, have you been missed. Diafra Sakho, I'm going to miss you. You've been a loyal servant to the club since we brought you in, but you just can't beat LOIC RÉMY. I'd much rather have him than Diafra Sakho. So welcome to the club, LOIC RÉMY. Let's go ahead and compare you to Michy Batshuayi. Are you going to be our starter? Are you not? I don't know. I like them both a lot though, so I'm kind of, a little bit on the fence with this one. They're 2 completely different players. Batshuayi is more of the poacher. He doesn't really have the most of pace. He has some pace, but not the most like LOIC RÉMY does. Batshuayi is more of your strength guy. He's more of your target man. LOIC RÉMY is the guy that's going to pace past defenders. And actually looking at this, they do have pretty similar stats. Like, I didn't think they would be that similar, but they are definitely pretty similar. They're both the same height, about the same weight. They both have, well, I was going to say both have 3-star skills and 4-star weak foot, but it's the other way around for LOIC RÉMY. 3-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, medium low work rates, medium work rates, both right-footed. They're both very, very good. And what we're actually going to do, since Victor Andrade's out for a few months, we're going to go ahead and go with our first team. We're, of course, going to put Diarra back in the CDM spot. We're going to move Rafinha down, and playing in Cam is not going to be LOIC RÉMY, it's going to be Batshuayi, and since Remy's a bit more pacey, he'll be the leading man up front. So, that is our first team now. LOIC RÉMY, welcome back to Marseille. Can't wait to play a game with you. Let's go ahead and find our next game. I think we're going to be simulating our next one against Lens. Yes, it is against Lens. So we'll be simulating that one, but we'll for sure be playing a game with LOIC RÉMY in this episode. And before the game against RC Lens or RC Lens, however you want to pronounce their name, Benjamin Mendy is not going to be going to Guingamp. They don't want to be spending too much money on him. I did pretty much more than double what they offered for him, so they definitely have the right to go ahead and reject that offer. We're going to transfer offer in for Michy Batshuayi. Holy hell, 28 million euros for Inter. I want to keep him at the club though. He is on the thumbnail of this series, so I want to keep him just because I like Michy Batshuayi. He's a good player in real life, so there's no need to really sell him at all, especially considering we want to become a powerhouse, and selling your best players is not way to become a powerhouse in this game and in real life, to be fair. So let's go ahead and simulate this next game against Lens. We did have, who was it? It was Lyon in the cup. Let's take a look. That game just barely popped up. I looked at the calendar before the episode started, so that one definitely just came up. It's in the Coupe Nationale, so I'm going to go ahead and simulate that one, which means we can use our first team for this next game. So let's go ahead and head over there. Sim match. Auto replace, don't really care too much about that. Let's go ahead and advance. Can we get the win with our first team? We're away from home, but they do sit in, I believe, the bottom 3 of the table. They've recently been promoted back into Ligue 1. Batshuayi scoring in the 5th minute. Well done. I need to change Remy's number as well from 29. Let's skip once we hit the 45th minute, right at halftime. Can we keep the lead? Yes, we can. We actually double it with Rafinha in the 82nd. That's a good 3 points. Rémy wore number 11 in his time with Marseille, but unfortunately that is given to Alessandrini at the moment. And if we're keeping it realistic, in real life you can't change kit numbers in the middle of the season, so Alessandrini's going to have to stick with 11 for the time being. If we do a season 3, I'll be sure to change Rémy to number 11, then change Alessandrini to a different number. But for now, LOIC RÉMY is going to be number 9. And before we get into the next game of the episode, we're going to go ahead and get another training session in. Rakit getting an A, finally an A in training. Luca Dean getting closer to his 79. That's a good session for Rakit, so he's getting closer to that 80. But now we can go ahead and get into the next game against Lyon. We have 3 things in our offense. We'll take a look at that once we get to the game. Transfer offer in for Michy Batshuayi, this time for Crystal Palace. It's fantastic. Crystal Palace, I'm sorry, no. There's just no way, especially considering Alan Pardew manages you. I know it's a video game, but still, I don't like Alan Pardew, so we're not going to sell him to you. And then transfer offer in for Rafinha from Southampton. What an offer, but we're going to keep him. Once again, as I said before, there's no reason to sell your best players, especially when you want to become a powerhouse. I know that's a lot of money, but he's been a key player for us in our team, so we're going to go ahead and keep him at the club for now. But now it's time to get into the next game of the episode coming up against Lyon. We are, of course, going to simulate it. I know Lyon's a good team, but I don't care about cup competitions anymore. We're going to bring in... You know what? Diaby's been begging for game time, so there you go. You're going to be starting in our second team from now on with Cabela starting at striker. Save the changes to the team sheet. Let's go ahead and get into that game and simulate against them and see what their team's looking like. I believe they had Bisevac and Johnny, who wouldn't be in their starting 11 in real life. Is there any changes to this one? Bovu obviously left in real life as well, so he wouldn't be in their starting 11. And Ryu, of course, the goalkeeper, we obviously have Anthony Lopez. So 2-0 ahead though, 45th minute skip, 3-0 the final score, Remy Cabela scoring a pen in the 78th minute to get a 3-0 win against Lyon. If that happened in real life, I'd be frustrated. So this is awkward. I did say I wanted to start LOＩC RÉMY while Victor Andrade's injured, but now he's back from injury, so I'm not really sure what to do with him for now. I think I'm going to keep LOIC RÉMY in the starting 11 for our next game that we play, and then after that Victor Andrade will rejoin our starting 11 because he is a key player in our side and he needs to be starting for us, depending on if LOIC RÉMY doesn't play good enough, who knows. Franck Ribéry though, we do get a transfer offer in from him from Chelsea. I'm not going to let him leave the club. He's going to retire at Marseille, the club that he started at. Did he start at Marseille? I know he played for them before, that's why we brought him back, but I don't know if he started at Marseille. Like LOIC RÉMY, for example, didn't start at Marseille, he started at Lyon before he moving on, or did he start at Nice? He started at Lyon and then moved to Nice and then moved to Marseille. So I'm not really sure if he did start here or not, but it doesn't matter either way. We're going to advance forward to the next game, the final game of the episode against Saint-Etienne. We're going to be playing this one because I want to see if LOIC RÉMY can bag some goals. So let's see what we can do. Let's go ahead and take a look at their side. As you can see from the league table right here, getting a win would put us level on points with first place PSG, so a win here is crucial. And here is the team we have to beat. They have Nolan Roux up front, who was a striker in my not career mode last year, Romain Hamouma on the right hand side, Mané Piqué on the left side, Asua Kato, Florentine Pogba, Perrin, and Catherine as well at the back. Or did I already say Catherine? I might have. I don't remember. No, I didn't. I said Asua Kato. Either way, here is our team. You guys already saw it. It's our first team except for Andrade out and Remy in. I really want to see what LOIC RÉMY can do. It's the first time I played with him in FIFA 16, so let's see if he can make an impact for us. Okay, that's a decent shot from range. That one to LOIC. Nice touch. Batshuayi's making a nice run. LOIC RÉMY finds him. Nice touch from Batshuayi. Lets the defender catch up to him, so I had to take the shot. Otherwise, he would have lost it, and it wasn't a great one. That's a brilliant ball in. Romain Hamouma, he would have put that on target, would have found the back of the net because Mandanda ran out for it trying to catch it, and it left the net wide open. Hamouma finding Cornet out wide, back to Hamouma. He's going to whip this one in the box. That was dangerous. Koulibaly and Mandanda both didn't know what the other one was going to do, but eventually we get it cleared. Kohad finding Clément into the box to Remy Ryu. Arias almost causing an own goal there because Mandanda should have grabbed it, but Arias got in the way first. Ribéry seeing Feghouli make a nice run. Cross goal, Sofiane Feghouli. Gotta put that on target. Finding Feghouli. Burba spinning around one. Getting in the box. LOIC RÉMY's there. It finds Batshuayi. LOIC RÉMY was making a nice run in the box, but we couldn't find him. Please, no. I'll take a point. I will take a point. Thank you, Mandanda. We got a corner in the 90th minute. We're going to take this one. Ribéry. Got Lassana Diarra on the outside of the box. Finds Kalidou Koulibaly. Oh, why didn't you find LOIC RÉMY? He was wide open. He was wide open. Why? The 2 times Remy's open, I can't find him. Like, my player I'm controlling can't pass it to him. When he's in space and in a good position to get a goal on his debut, on his return to Marseille, and we can't capitalize on any of the chances where he was open. A bit frustrating, a 0-0 result in this game, a bit of a boring game at that, not many chances for either side, and when there were, neither team could capitalize on them, obviously, since it was a 0-0 result. But that's where we're going to go ahead and end off the episode. If you did enjoy, a like would be greatly appreciated, and other than that, I've been TRayALLDay or Tyler, and I'll catch you guys next time.